Hello and welcome back. So this is an energy update for just this week. So the week of July 4th, 2022. I'm Drew Renee and I'm excited to be back and to be sharing this information. Some of the information is pre-channeled. So when I wake up and I connect with my guides, they like to show me things. Specifically this morning or this afternoon, actually, it was my business, the consciousness of my business that I tapped into, who showed me some of the energies for this week for myself. And it must, these energies can be relevant for you if you choose to tap into them. If you're interested, if you have no idea how to tap into your spirit guides and you want help with that, leave me a comment below and say, you know what, Drew, I have no idea how to tap into my spirit guides. Can you help me? And, I can create maybe like a meditation or a video explaining that process and how I do that. It's really simple if you let it be simple, but it's something that's really, really helped me, and something that for this month especially, I'm like really being adamant because I'm tired of the struggle. I'm tired of struggling against myself, really. And there's this kind of wealth of wisdom and knowledge and energy that we can tap into, every single one of us, that can really support us on our journeys and make things, I'd say, more, I don't want to say easy, because, life is full of challenges, right? But we can do things and move through these challenges with more ease. I haven't shuffled the cards yet, so let me do that and see, okay, so what does everyone, all the viewers of this energy update, need to know? What do the viewers of this energy update need to know? And I'll be drawing 4 cards for this. What do the viewers of this energy update need to know? The viewers of this energy update need to know. So, technical difficulties, but we're back. And I shuffled the deck, drew 4 cards. And just to preface this, I do not read reversals, and I may not use the traditional meanings for the tarot cards. So if you go look these up, or you're like a pro tarot card reader, I don't claim that title. I really use kind of what I intuit from the cards for this specific moment and this energy update. So the first card I drew is Art, which also can be called Temperance. It's not really going into focus. Okay. And then Wheel of Fortune, the Chariot. The words aren't like focusing in, but I'll work on that as I'm like perfecting my tech setup. And then 4 of Disc or Pentacles or coins, depending on which deck you're using. So those are the 4 cards. And I'll talk a little bit about what I pre-channeled earlier. So this is a very interesting visual that my business spirit guide showed me. And so what she showed me was like a Russian ballerina. And she's a soloist, she's on the stage, the spotlight is on her. Mind you, I never took any formal dance classes. I don't believe I ever took any ballet classes. I've always been interested in that. It seems like fun, right? It seems like a good time to take those classes. But this ballerina it's her show, really. And she is dancing and just moving so gracefully, and it's beautiful. It's a sight to see, and there's a crowd watching her like in this theater, and it's just of course it's just really beautiful to watch her dance. And then I see like kind of 2 rows of other ladies, and they're like more so like kind of linked up, like arm in arm, kind of like the Rockettes a little bit. And there's this, kind of second layer of dance in the background. And it's very beautiful. It's complementing the soloist in the front. And what my guides were revealing to me through that was, I'm the soloist. So if this is, if you're listening to this energy update or watching it, you're your own soloist for your own, you know, ballet dance or whatever dance feels best to you. But I'm the soloist and I'm doing my thing. I'm not worried about the background dancers. They're doing their own thing. That's like an orchestration that's behind me that I'm not concerned with. And that's like kind of the beauty of the energies that are available to us for this week and also throughout the rest of the month of July. Because I feel like this really strongly ties into timeline 2 or track 2 from the last update that I did for the month of July. So it's I think it just works beautifully. So I'm the soloist, just dancing, doing my thing, and it just feels good. And it's something that I've practiced for. I'm ready, I feel confident, and it's just a beauty. It's just beautiful to me. And then having the dancers in the background really complement and add some more layers to the energies of this dance. It just, to me, it's a spectacle. It's beautiful. And the crowd is really appreciating it too, which is of course a plus. And that's another layer, is the people watching the show and enjoying what's being performed in front of them. And so what are you on stage for? Is this somewhere, is this, you know, where you want to be? Do you want to be front and center on stage doing your thing and moving in a way that feels graceful, that feels beautiful, that you feel confidently moving like in that certain way, whether it's a dance or maybe you have some sort of talent, who knows? But where do you want to be on that stage? Or do you want to be in the audience? Like there's no, or you can be like in the, with the background dancers as well, but you know, this is your story, this is your life. So what feels best to you? What feels most exciting, even if it is a stretch? Because remember from the last update, you know, depending on which track you're choosing, we're taking 2 to 3 big steps at a time. And we're going up this hill of expansion for us. And it may not be easy. We may have to put a lot of work into it, but the effort and the energy and the time and the focus that we put into this is going to be well worth it. And so yeah, what are you choosing for you? And also something about the soloist as well is that she was very, very grounded. And so when I think of just her energy, it was beautiful, it was graceful, but it was also very grounded. She knew exactly what she was doing because she had prepared. And so they also showed me, you know, the next day, she's going back into rehearsals, working with, you know, a teacher, working with the other dancers and training and strengthening her muscles and stretching and doing everything she needs to do so that not only she can put on the same great show, but she can add more layers, add more difficulty to it and make it, and add, maybe the next night is a totally different energy. But you really have to stay grounded and stay balanced and tap into your guidance, your spirit guides, right? Or maybe your teachers or your mentors, right? Whoever can help you see the bigger picture, maybe someone who's been there and done that before. So for me, I'm really, really tapping into my spirit guides and the guidance that they have because, you know, I'm really stubborn. So it's taken me a while to really just trust them fully and just be like, you know what, hey, they tell me to make a video, let me do that. Because also I will say, after recording the last video, I felt so energized and so elated. And I felt like, I think last time I pulled the 6 of Wands, which is like the victory card, the success card. And I was like, I had like my own mini like Harry Styles dance party because that's how much energy that video gave me. And mind you, I've recorded several videos. Some are on YouTube and Facebook. Some are not. A lot of them are not. But I never had that feeling of like elation and happiness and success and victory until I really trusted in the guidance that my spirit guides were telling me to do. They were like, do this energy update. And so I was like, oh my gosh, like it just felt amazing. And I was so shocked with how I was feeling. But then I was like, yes, thank you, more please. I want more of this. I want to do things that make me feel energized, that make me feel happy, that make me feel like so amazing and like I'm on path, like I'm on destiny. So this is the Wheel of Fortune card. And this really talks about like the wheel of time turning and the wheel of destiny turning as well. So last on track 2 for the last energy update, we were talking about, I can't remember the card that I pulled, but being on path. Oh yeah, it was the Judgment card, but being on path. And so there's something here that you could be doing this week that you could be tapping into, right? Especially if you're listening to that guidance, that could really help this wheel turn in your favor. This is a good luck card too. And you could be taking these big steps and it could be really helping this like momentum of this wheel like move in your favor. And that could feel really, really good. And also speaking of momentum, of course, the Chariot card as well. So, I mean, this guy he's going someplace. He's going places. And you know, you put on a good show, you do the work, you practice, you have your mentors, your teachers, you work, you collaborate with others. I mean, of course, things are going to be like moving. You're going to have a lot of momentum, a lot of positive momentum for like whatever you're doing that's like part of your destiny, right? Can you tap, like, how does this feel to think about your destiny just for, you know, this week? Like, feel that in your body right now. Just take a deep breath. Because it can feel overwhelming. It can feel like this big, huge thing that you're like, oh my gosh, I don't even know like what to do with this, how to break it down into baby steps. That's where your guidance comes in. That's where your spirit guides come in. Or, you know, mentors or teachers or, you know, whatever it is, whatever type of power, higher power that you tap into, they can help you. You don't have to like use this and think your way or logic your way into creating these steps towards your destiny. Use what's available to you. All the amazing energies that are just waiting for you to give them permission and for you to say, yes, like I'm ready. Like use that. It is, trust me, don't be as stubborn as I am and pig-headed. Don't do that. Okay. You don't have to struggle anymore. And it doesn't have to feel like this overwhelming thing. We might be taking, you know, multiple steps, like big steps at a time, but also, and I didn't say this during the last video, it wasn't something I couldn't handle when I saw myself walking up these steps or walking up the hill of expansion. It was like, okay, I'm getting a workout in, but I'm not panting. It's not, you know, I'm not giving up. It's not like, you know, like face scrunched up and whatnot. No, it was something that was doable, but I had to keep moving. And I really had to keep going and create that momentum and continue on. So when my guide said, you know, a few days later, because I guess it's been 2 days since, or 2 or 3 days. Time is a blur for me. But like, what was I saying? But when, you know, the time was for me to record this next video, I was like ready for it. It's like, no, I want more of that energy and elated feeling. And I know that this is helping me on my path. And I don't even know, like, I don't know who's watching this. I'm not even worried about that. And that was also the beautiful thing about the last video that I recorded. It wasn't about the outcome. It wasn't about the views. It was just about, let me see, like my spirit guides, I believe that they want the best for me. So let me try it out their way and see what happens. And it was amazing. So really, really like trusting that and trusting them, and they're not giving me things that I can't handle. And I'm thinking about like the ballerina and this, you know, this dance performance. It's going into rehearsals, and some of you actually, you're more prepared than you think you are. And some of the things that you may be focusing on that are like really hard, they're hard because they're not meant for you to do. Like these videos, these energy updates, I've been tapping into intuitive guidance for years. And I've had this tarot deck for a few years as well, and I use them on my own, and I know how to record a video. I know how to do these basic things. This actually isn't hard for me at all. Does it bring up a lot of feels? Am I like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna say? Yeah, but it's not something that's out of range or out of reach or that's overwhelming. It's something that actually energizes me and makes me feel good, especially once I hit publish. So what are you like overthinking this? Are you thinking like you have to do something that's so out of like your like knowledge base or whatever? It's no. Like the thing that actually is going to help you be on path is like easy for you. It's almost like second nature, and it's so easy that you might miss it. But don't worry, your guides are going to help you, like point you in the right direction to what you need to do. And this isn't something that you need to be doing every day. Oh, I need to make a video every day. No. Like your guides will help you, like give you time to rest, to integrate, to reevaluate, and then you'll know when it's time to like record another video or another podcast or do whatever it is that is helping you get on path so that you can build more and more momentum. Because in July, like this month, we need a lot of momentum to get us, you know, further up this hill that we've been wanting to get up for like a while. You know, since 2022, I had all these dreams and these goals, and things just felt stuck for a while. But I'm over that. I'm done with that. So I really, really want to ride this wave and this momentum that I'm creating and do the steps and listen to my guides and know that they have like my highest and best, they have the highest and best intentions for me. And so the final card is the Four of Discs, which is about security and control. And for me, like, as I tap into this energy, I see like the four kind of, I don't know what this is called. Like this card kind of looks, I don't know, it's kind of like a circuit for me, but there's like four balanced like boxes and things. And so all of this, you know, the Temperance, the Wheel of Fortune, the Chariot, you know, the guidance, the destiny, the wheel turning in our favor, and the momentum that we're gaining, there's actually like this sense of groundedness that we need and that is available to us as well. So it's not overwhelming. And actually all these kind of big cards and these big energies, like, yes, they're on like this expansive level because we're here to expand. We're here to do big things. But like, there's a sense of stability as well that's available to you. Like I said, like my guides weren't like, okay, like after me recording my last video, you need to like do another one the next day or do multiple and blah, 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 blah. No, they gave me a few days to rest, to come back to center, to reevaluate, to see how it made me feel, which was amazing. But there's this stability that's available to you. You don't have to be like running yourself rampant and like doing all the things, because something that my guides have emphasized for me is like, especially my business spirit guide, the goal is to do things simply. Because if you have like a very complicated foundation, it's hard to build upon that. But if you do things that are very simple, it's easier to build on top of that and to create more and more layers. But you have a very solid foundation that's easy and that makes you feel secure and stable. So like the dancer, she's been dancing for ages, but what have you been doing for ages? And maybe ask a friend. If you don't, you know, like spirit guides aren't my thing, ask a friend. What is something that like I am just so good at? Because I have no idea. I'm trying to find this thing to help me, you know, get to my destiny, but I have no idea. Like, what is that thing that is just so easy? Like the dancer has been, you know, dancing for ages, but she even still goes to rehearsals and strengthens her muscles and stretches and, you know, has instructors and does what she needs to do to maintain this energy, because we're not about to burn yourself out. This isn't about creating a lot of stress, a lot of tension. And to me, those aren't the feel-good energies that I'm looking for. So, and you know, you don't have to tune into those energies as well. Like create like a solid base, a solid foundation and stability in your life as you're taking these big steps. And you can actually go for longer, because this isn't just about July. This is for the rest of the year and hell, potentially, you know, the rest of your life. You're building this foundation that will support you in the long term. So for some of you, it's like maybe take literal steps. So maybe you're not taking these big 2 to 3 steps at a time, but you're taking smaller steps. Just take steps, but ask your guidance what these are and trust the guidance that you're receiving. Trust it, try it out, see how it feels. Maybe you don't feel energized and elated. And then you can tune in and back to your guides and be like, okay, well, this wasn't getting me the feeling that I'm wanting. I want something that's long-term. So how can we fix things, right? This isn't a perfect process. This isn't something that may happen overnight for you, but it's a relationship. It's a co-creation between you and your guides. It's co-creation. So you're working together, you're learning, they're learning, okay, how much can we give you? Right? Are you open? Are you willing? Are you following through on the guidance? Right? And it's a learning process for them just as much as it is for you and me as well. So yeah, try to see if anything else wants to come through for these energies for this week. These are some big energies, I'm not gonna lie, but baby steps. Build a solid foundation and really tune into your guides and say, you know, if you're saying, if they tell you something and you receive some information or some downloads as a dream or a meditation or whatnot, you can tell them, yeah, no, that's a no for me. Can we figure out something else? Because it's a conversation. It's not a mandate. It's not like you have to do this. You should do this. This is the only way. No, you have agency. So there's no issues in going back to the drawing board and seeing how else you can achieve this, or maybe we need to take these steps and bite them into, like, you know, refine them and make them even smaller so that you can have these small wins and build up that momentum, right? The goal is just to keep moving, and figure out, you know, how you can create, like, keep moving, but also keep like this sense of stability and security with you. Okay. I think, does anything else need to be said? No, I think I've like, I think I've talked your ears off. So tell me how this lands for you, if this makes sense. Again, if you need help tapping into your spirit guides, leave a comment below saying, Drew, I need help tapping in, and I can support you in that. And also let me know how the last video landed for you as well. I'm definitely open to hearing. I would love hearing how this affects you. If it, you know, even if you're like, Drew, I didn't feel anything, this didn't resonate at all, that's data, that's information, and that's good for me to know. So yeah, I think that's it. But thank you all for listening. This is fun for me. I'm excited. Like, I'm already feeling like really happy, and you know, maybe there's another hairstyle dance party in the works as soon as this camera goes off. So yeah, celebrate your wins too. If you do something, you tap in, celebrate, enjoy yourself. I was celebrating alone and it was like so much fun. Celebrate your wins. Don't say, oh, I need to do more, that wasn't good enough. No, celebrate each step you take, okay? Because again, we're creating a solid and secure and stable foundation for us. And hopefully that includes having fun, enjoying the process, and like enjoying each and every win, each and every step we take. So yeah, okay, I think I'm done talking for now, but thank you again for tuning in, and I can't wait to connect with you next time. And yeah, make sure to, this will be on YouTube and Facebook, so make sure to, you know, like, subscribe, and to comment, and yeah, tell me what you think.